We've all been bent over and by the ranking system, getting teammates that seem to be deficient and oftentimes toxic, and even getting barely anything for wins but losing more for losses. I'm here to explain how the ranking system works in Valorant. The RR system, standing for rank rating, highlights and shows you how much you gain or lose each match, with 100 points automatically ranking you up unless you've hit Immortal 3 where you'll need several hundred to rank up to Radiant. The amount of RR you gain is dictated by your hidden MMR. Your hidden MMR and visual rank are two different things. You can have an inflating rank exceeding your hidden MMR, causing the system to bring your visual rank down in line with your hidden MMR. Take my second account for an example. On average, I'm getting much more for wins compared to what I lose, as my MMR indicates that I should be of a higher rank, thus pushing me to where I should be and placing me with and against ranks they see fit. This is where a lot of the confusion stems from. Your hidden matchmaking rating is essentially a metric used by Valorant to pair you up with players around your MMR. If your MMR is close to the average MMR of that lobby, you gain about the same for wins and losses, for instance plus 19 and minus 19. The more your MMR deviates from the average, the more you'll notice huge imbalances in RR. As always, you can fix your MMR by winning more and proving to the system you deserve better. One way to visually notice that you've exceeded what Riot expected is identifying the stars at the end of the game, with the silver star indicating you did better than what was expected and gold suggesting you far exceeded expectations. Couple that with wins on a consistent basis and you'll drastically improve your RR gains. Currently editing this video and notice you lot haven't even liked the video.
We now return you to regular progress.
Remember, MMR never resets. It doesn't matter if you take a break for months. If you're immortal, you'll still be playing against immortal players. Also, let's say you duo with your bronze friend as a silver. You typically gain less for wins and lose more for losses, as Riot expects you to do well, as the average MMR in that lobby will be lower than your actual MMR, which is why I recommend playing with someone around your rank or slightly higher. This also falls in line with not grinding 10 plus games, but rather playing 5, putting your best foot forward each game and ensuring you have the best chance to win and rank up. Losers Cube refers to a hidden system whereby players are in a massive loss streak and or players with trash win rates will be paired with one another. To make it even worse, the enemies seem to have higher win rates, making the games basically impossible to win. I've noticed it firsthand. I'll go on a win streak with teammates that are coming and holding their own, to games that feel horrible the moment I'm on a loss streak, with the amount of toxic teammates significantly increasing. Riot explicitly stated that such a thing doesn't exist, but I do honestly feel there is something in play that essentially moves players towards a 50% average win rate, which is why if your win rate is above that, you typically get placed with teammates that have a lower than a 50% win rate to balance things out. Even with all this, at the end of the day, it all comes down to you, and I'll leave you with a stat. 20% of your games are unwinnable, the next 20% of your games are easy stomps, and the last 60% is determined by your performance. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, until next time.